welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sean, and I'm back for another video. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a letter that was sent to me from one of you. Before I get into all of that, you may not know it, but I'm a life and dating coach, but I'm also an author. I've written 3 books. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. I'll be sure to link all 3 of my books below so you guys can check it out. But I'm also going to be coming out with a podcast in 2019. So if you want to be a guest on my podcast, if you ever want to work with me one-on-one, this is your way to do so. Send me an email to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN @gmail.com. Of course, you'll have to give me permission to record the conversation and use it for the podcast. All right, so now without any further ado, let's go get 'em. Hi Sean, let me just start off by saying that I love your videos. They have really helped with my self-esteem in so many ways this year. To begin, I was in a relationship with a man that lasted about 8 months that ended once I found out that he had cheated on me with his ex and several other women. I lost my dream job that same year and had a falling out with my 2 friends who I had known for over 2 years. In a nutshell, I was a mess. I had very low self-esteem and confidence about myself. To add insult to injury, I was living in a new city where I didn't have very many close friends, as my friends all lived out of state. The only person I felt that I had that really knew me well was my ex. I said all of that because I felt so low about myself that I kept my ex-boyfriend in my life because I felt I had no one else, even though I had fallen out of love with him. The bad part about this is that my ex would become very aggressive and abusive verbally to me because I wouldn't give him a second chance. Fast forward, I decided to start dating again and putting myself back out there, and I met a guy online. We met in person and went on a couple of dates, and I found myself really liking him. Of course, my ex-boyfriend didn't like this at all. He went through my phone and messaged the guy all types of nasty things about me to make me look like I was sleeping around with the both of them. I hadn't touched my ex in ages. The new guy says because of the message, he is no longer interested in dating me. He just wants to hang out. I had slept with the new guy for the first time right before my ex sent him this message. Since him telling me that I've slept with him twice, and I've noticed a change in his behavior from when we were first dating. No more dates or goodbye kisses or phone calls, just casual hanging out at his place and meeting up at a bar. I feel like I let my past ruin what could have been with something new with a new guy. How do I get the new guy to see me like how he did before? Is this a lost cause? I was honest with him about why I kept my ex around, but I don't think he believes me. Please help. A video or simple response would be appreciated. One of the things that bothered me the most about your particular letter is that I don't feel like you fully realize exactly how toxic this relationship is and that it can be. You already said that you're isolated from family and friends and people who love you. You're in a different city, different state, and that you already said that he's all that you have. He's already started to verbally abuse you. How long do you think it's going to be before he starts to physically abuse you? Like you're not realizing that he's not a friend. This is not how you define friendship. He's willing to sabotage anything that you have. This is a toxic relationship. This is not cute. He is not your friend. He wasn't your friend when you were dating him and he was cheating on you, and he's not your friend now when he's sabotaging any real chance you could have at a healthy relationship. Now, the new guy, we'll talk about him in a minute, but I think it's really important that you get this ex out of your life. And if you feel like you don't have anyone, I hate when people say they don't have anyone, because you always have yourself. And if you're of any faith, you always have God. Even if you have to take up journaling as a way to express yourself, as a way to get your feelings out, then I suggest that that's healthier than being involved with an ex that verbally abuses you and that sabotages your relationships. Now, when it comes to this new guy, I think you were intimate with him too soon. If he really knew you and the kind of person that you really were, he wouldn't just believe everything that the ex said. I feel like it's really important for you to realize that neither of these guys are good choices. The old one who's dogging you out and the new one who's dogging you out. But the common denominator here is you. When you said that he stopped taking me out on dates and he stopped saying goodbye and he stopped, giving me the goodbye kisses. When he started changing, you should have cut him off. When you explained to him that none of those things is true, and you also put him in a very impossible situation. He's got an ex who is so close to you that you say, oh, there's nothing going on. How does he know that? He's just getting to know you. It's not like he was your boyfriend and he knew that to be true. He's a new guy getting to know you, and you seem like you're in a complicated relationship. So he'll take all that he can get. He'll take the sex because you seem that you're still giving it out. You slept with him twice since then. He'll take that because that's the least amount of effort. That's what a lot of men are looking for. They're looking for as much as they can get for as little effort as they can put out. And you made it so easy for them. But this is the second time you've done that, at least. The common denominator in this situation is you. Why do you keep allowing people to dog you out? Don't you think you deserve better? I think you should take a break from dating, period. And then just date yourself, get to know yourself, work on your confidence, on your self-esteem, find new friendships, healthy friendships, consider journaling. Something like that, something more healthy and more productive. But staying in connection and staying in contact with an ex who verbally abuses you, who ruins any chance that you have at happiness, I feel like it's only a matter of time before the verbal abuse escalates to something physical. You don't have to have him in your life. I feel like you're using that as an excuse. When you say that I have no one and no one knows me better than him, that's not true. You always have you. You never lose yourself in a relationship. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's an intimate relationship, you never lose yourself. There should always be something that you hold on to. You lost yourself. Detox from him. Stop taking his calls. Change your number. Whatever you have to do to get him out of your life, you've got to do that. Because you're sending him mixed signals. You say you don't want him, but you're still calling him every day. You're still talking and spending time with him. You said that he got on your phone. Why is he alone with your phone? You're letting that man get way too comfortable. He hasn't earned the right to get back into your life. So you kicked him out of your life romantically, but you have no standards as far as friendship is concerned? Standards go for every area of your life. I can appreciate and respect that your standards were high enough where you were able to cut him off as a boyfriend when you found out that he was cheating on you with his ex and several other women. But why don't you have the same standards? Why can't you keep that same energy when it comes to friendship? Nothing about the way that he conducts himself as a boyfriend or as a friend is considered true friendship. True friendship is putting that person's needs and wanting the best for them. He doesn't want what's best for you because he wants you for him. And he knows he's not a good man. I don't care how much he said he's changed. The fact that you haven't taken him back means you don't believe him. So why let him in one area in your life to wreak havoc and kick him out another? Now, you sent me this letter on Christmas Eve, but I don't think it's a coincidence that I'm doing this video in 2019. I want you to start the new year off fresh, completely detox from everyone who doesn't mean you any good. I think you have to be real with yourself and honest with yourself and take a good look at the behavior that you have allowed from both of these men. You got one guy who used to use you up and a new guy who's now using you up. The common denominator here is you. Why are you letting men who have no respect for you stay in your life? I think you should cut them both off. Neither of them mean you any good. You should never, ever, ever, ladies, hear me. You should never have to convince a man about how amazing you are. He either knows it or he knew you, as in peace. I hate to be this blunt, but I have to be. You have gotten so used to scraps that you let that fill you. That you don't realize you don't have to take the scraps that fall from the man's table. That you can actually sit down and eat with him. Meaning we're equals. I'm not on the ground begging for whatever crumb you give me. No, I'm amazing. Trying to convince the new guy. No, I'm amazing. No, forget what he said. No, for real. No, we shouldn't have to do that. As a woman, you never have to convince somebody how awesome you are. Once I showed you who I am, either believe that or move on. What I'm not doing is begging. Okay? We don't beg. I definitely feel like you should cut off your ex. That relationship is already toxic. It's already verbally abusive. And I feel like it's only a matter of time before he escalates to physical abuse. You're already isolated. He has you right where he wants you. He's already sabotaging your relationship with anybody else. You're going to have to cut him off. I feel like both your ex and this new guy have been testing you. And to be quite honest and to be blunt, you've been failing. The ex want to see exactly how much control you'll let him have over you. He's on your phone, he's sabotaging relationships, and you still let him stay. The new guy, he wants to show you, okay, I don't have to date you anymore. I can just meet you, I can just have you hang out. I don't have to pay any money to actually plan an actual date anymore. They're both testing you and you're failing. They're both seeing exactly how far you'll let them go. And you've let them know, it doesn't matter. I'll go as far as you want me to go. This shows me that your self-esteem is not where it needs to be. Now, you said that it was growing last year. Let it continue to grow. And it will do that while you're single. I think you should take a step back from both of them. Neither of them mean you any good. The ex is toxic. That is a toxic relationship that at one point will escalate. Cut him off. And if you don't feel like you have any friends, be your own best friend. Journal. Start writing your feelings down. Call someone. Try to make amends with those two friends that you fell out with. Try to make amends with them. Try to get your friends back. Get a healthy relationship back. He has you right where he wants you. You don't see that? And when it comes to this new relationship, he's giving you less and less of himself emotionally, and you're giving him more and more of yourself physically, hoping that that's going to change his mind. You should never have to convince somebody how amazing you are. Clearly, he doesn't get it, so he's got to go. They both have to go. But you got to know that. They're not going to leave. Neither of them are going to leave. They're getting exactly what they want from you. You're going to have to cut them both off for your own protection. This is about self-preservation. You've given so much of yourself away. Do you even have anything left for you? On 2019, I want you to focus on you. What makes you happy? I think you should take a break from dating and worry about getting to know yourself, building that self-esteem, building your confidence. So that when a right guy does come along, he doesn't have to come in and try to fix you, but that you've actually taken the time to work on yourself. All right, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to thumbs up if you did. And if you want to hear more of my thoughts on life and love, consider purchasing one of my books. As I said, I've written 3. The first one's called The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right. My second book, Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And my third book, Getting Unstuck, How to Create the Life You've Always Wanted to Live. All 3 of them will be linked below. They're all available on Amazon, Kindle, BarnesandNoble.com. And I will be coming out with a podcast in 2019, but I'm going to need your help to do it. If you've ever wanted to work with me one-on-one, and you want to be a guest on my podcast talking about your situation, then definitely send me an email with some of the details of your situation to itscoachshawn@gmail.com. That's itscoachshawn, SHAWN, @gmail.com. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time, later divas and dudes. Deuces, honey.